too bad. I don't have to worry about playing that anymore, which is a good thing. Somebody just asked why every time I play Evil Dead I'm pissed off, or why I call shit out in Evil Dead every time I play it. Are we gonna let's do a deep dive then right now on this. Want to see why I talk so much shit? We're gonna look right now. Okay, here, hang on a sec. Stop this fucking music. Okay, so to start off with, there's so many people saying that all the survivors get fucking buffs like every single patch. This is like really the only fucking buff that's happened the entire patch, is Lord Arthur finally gets a like weapon mastery instead of just heavy attacks, because nobody wants to sit there in a 3.5-second animation as King Arthur like a fucking idiot trying to hit a single enemy while the enemy can strike at you in half the time and fucking stagger you out of the attack. Aside from that, here's all the fucking I like this too, various collision getting stuck and pick up spawn fixes. Dude, you literally get stuck falling in place, and like that's Kandar Castle right now is one of the worst maps in the entire fucking game, because all that happens is they increase the speed of the demon flies across the map and finds a team within a second because there's not enough spawns. First of all, there's not enough variety for spawns to begin with, never mind there being enough spawns in general. But the demon finds a team in the first 2 minutes of the game and starts harassing them, and then one of the 4 players gets stuck and another guy disconnects, so it's basically a 2v1 on the fucking demon, who can take people out so easily depending on who you play. Here's all these fucking, and this is a perfect example. Some coward online was telling me that fucking every single survivor got buffs this patch. Look at this. Increase the cooldown, damage decrease, cooldown increase, damage defense decrease. This is the only thing. Fear reduction increase is 0.5 of a second. Wow. Like 0.5 is like that, like not even a full second. It's probably not even noticeable. You get minus 40% balance bar damage, which there's fucking problems with balance bar damage anyway, included for bosses like the Necromancer, who can just fucking take hits the entire time, and if they have balance bar points put up, then there's no way they're going to lose balance bar before they lose their health bar. Melee master attack damage decrease, improved projectile speed for saw gun finally, because you couldn't hit shit with that thing, and I don't know what improved aiming means, but here it is again. Increased buff for demon, another increased buff for demon, or 80 seconds to 95 seconds. What is flute to kill? That's an increase for the time that it's up for. So it gets an entire 15-second boost. The fluter gets an entire 15-second boost for being up. Okay, here's something else. Another 20 seconds of cooldown reduction. 1/6 of your time chopped off. 20%, there's 1/5. Absolutely no reason. Corrosive Blast, 20 points of damage extra. 15 points. Another 10%, another 10%, another 10% increase. Faster combo for light and heavy attacks, even though heavy attacks are supposed to be slow as fuck because that fat character does way too much damage to begin with as it is. And then a 5% increase to the health for the Necronomicon. Wow. Dude, the Necronomicon, 5% health increase, that's literally like one attack. Like if somebody hits that one time, that's like the 5% gone already. So I don't know what the point of this is. That gives you what, an extra 2 seconds as survivors to fucking protect the book? That's awesome. Wow. Dude, I hate these people who play Demon Main. I really do. You can just tell they're such like selfish pigs too, man. No, dude, like I'm saying, I'm actually beginning to believe that like the fat neckbeard thing is true. Dude, there was a guy in my game the other day that was level 500. Like, what in the fuck has that guy been doing all day, dude? What the fuck are you talking? It's easy to get to that level. What do you mean it's easy? Dude, getting fucking 1 level in that game, you have to win or come in first place like 3 times or 4 times in a row. Dude, you don't get enough points to... You're acting like all you have to do is play 2 games and then you'll get a level. Like, what is that guy doing all day, man? What does he do? The guy's level 500. Does he not have any fucking hobbies? Playing Evil Dead is his hobby? I fucking guess, dude. Fucking ruins the game. And then he goes and messages people after the game too, saying how shit they were. When the guy was fucking, you could hear the sweat on his controller. No, those people are next level. And those are the same people who are just like, you know, I mean, it seriously ruins, and I'm not even kidding, it ruins the game. It does. Because if you get into a match and it's a bad, if you're playing Survivor and it's a bad game, it's a good chance that the 3 other people in game are not having fun either, and there's only one guy having fun who's the demon. Yeah, I know games like Friday the 13th were built that way, but that game's based around Jason Voorhees. This game's based around Ash Williams, who's supposed to be the fucking good guy of the game, and it's based around the bad guy again. You're so mad, this guy says. Dude, I'm not mad. I'm passionate about this game, okay? Like, I like this franchise, but this game could be so much better. I don't know, were the people that made this game not the same people that made Conan Exiles? Anyway, I don't know, it's so it's just, those patches to me are just so stupid. And then somebody says in fucking chat, why don't you just play Demon instead of Survivor then? Dude, because Demon is way too easy. It's fucking boring, dude. Like, I don't want to walk around and just be a fucking pest the entire game to a team of 4 people. Like, if your ratio for people having fun is 1 out of 5 because you can play Demon and not have to worry about shit-ass RNG loot, then there's a fucking problem with your game, dude. Percentages of winning are 50-50. They're not. It's not a 50-50 win. If you can pick the worst characters in the game and still be able to win 50% of the time, then it's a 50-50% win. But seeing that there's RNG loot, which half the time you're not going to get good loot because there's a character that literally increases boost boxes for that. Puppeteer and Necromancer are 2 of the most used guys because all you have to do for Necromancer is rush the spawn of the fucking survivors, put a flute down out of range so they can barely hear it, and then spawn in or take control of one of the standard units, and you can beat the piss out of somebody and kill them in the first like 3 minutes of the game. Puppeteer is you just keep power possessing people until you have enough points to get your boss, and then as soon as you get your boss, you just jump in, keep running circles around the team because you can't be shot if you're moving, and then just keep AoE attacking them because the AoE attack does way too much fucking damage, and every time you do it, it makes everybody stand still. But if you look on like group posts for the consoles now, like, dude, Xbox has 1 person searching for a group post. 1. Like, back when they did the second update for this game, there were 37 people looking for groups. Like, the game literally dropped more than tenfold. They dropped because they're not releasing content fast enough. Well, that's only partly true. Like, dude, if you get the biggest problem is that the game is required for PvP. It's a required PvP game. Because I know somebody's gonna fucking write in chat that you can play offline offline versus bots and just enjoy yourself and relax and have fun. But dude, you don't get fucking 1/5 of the amount of XP or points you get from losing in a multiplayer public match. Like, how is it that you don't get 1/5 of that from playing a public match and not winning? And you can come in dead last and still get more than fucking 5 times what you get when you play a bot game. There's a lot of people that suck at the game. That's why matchmaking is so shit. Like, you suck at the game? Okay, first of all, fuck you. But second of all, that's another great fucking point, is why is it that matchmaking just sucks ass for fucking levels, like level system ranks? And then on top of that, why is it that when somebody quits a fucking game midway, like a survivor quits a game, why does the demon not lose 25% power? Because you're basically cutting a leg off of a four-part table. No, dude, I'm telling you. And the people who fucking play like demon mains who cry that demons don't do enough damage and shit, dude, they are fucking toxic as like fuck, man. Like, I can understand survivors crying about not doing enough damage and not having enough health and shit, because I mean they do, but like with demons who go into games and try their fucking asses off and then they message people after games saying how good they did, it's like, dude, nobody fucking cares. Like, you're playing this game by yourself, bro. Like, what are you doing? I mean, yeah, that's true. You can play chintzy as a survivor as well, but there's no, like, you can play way chintzier as a demon than you can as a survivor. For instance, playing as the Plague Bearer, if you just, like, that's how you play as the Plague Bearer boss, is all you do is backpedal the whole time and throw ranged attacks. You just backpedal so nobody can touch you and you throw ranged attacks the whole time. Or as Necromancer, if it's near the end of the game, you just put a flute guy in the storm, spawn in your boss, and then summon skeletons immediately. And then you just kill everybody. Because then you basically have double booster for health and damage, and you can kill almost any survivor that way as the boss. And then you're also resurrecting skeletons, which that ability lasts for way too long as it is. Support roles need to be played more. I mean, that's true, but there's no benefit for supports. Like, if you play a medic, like a support medic in the game, and like you're running around healing people, you don't get any benefit really for healing people, other than the point counter at the end of the game. So like, you could come in first place as a medic just from healing people, but you don't get any benefit in game for healing people. Like, nobody wants to play support because it's not fun, because you're basically just standing there the whole time watching the bottom left corner of your screen and watching people's health bars, and then just trying to collect enough equipment so that you can keep everybody's health up. That's the whole thing with support, because they can't do enough melee damage to save their life. I still don't understand the logic behind, we have 4 characters in the game that are all Ash. Like, we have 4 different Ashes, because that's the main like that's the main character for Evil Dead, and the game is still based around the demon. Like, we have a fucking game where literally the character has survived 3 movies and a TV show, but the demon is way more fun to play because it's way easier, because you don't have to deal with RNG bullshit, as well as just like janky ass driving controls. But speaking with like other game modes, if they want to add another game mode, why don't they just make like Ball from the show, like from the TV show, who can disguise itself as people? They should just make like an Among Us I mean, it sounds cringy to say that, but it's like, they should just make an Among Us game mode, and you have to figure out who's disguised. Yeah, I've seen Red Goth. That guy plays Evil Dead a lot. He's actually, I play with him in a game or two. He's pretty cool. He probably is a better person to ask about this fucking game than me, because he's probably got more playtime and he knows fucking. But he's a demon main though too. That's the only problem about that, is he probably doesn't play Survivor enough to like know both sides like well enough. But no, he's cool. Why won't I answer that one guy? Dude, because all that guy has kept saying is he keeps saying shit about fucking like, dude, I just went over the most recent patch, and this guy is still saying about statistics for survivors and damage ratios. It's like, dude, if we were here talking about damage, we could be talking about this shit all fucking day about damage ratios. But that still doesn't factor in playing on certain maps and getting stuck on shit, or playing with where certain things are spawning, or RNG loot. Like, all those stats can be completely pointless due to RNG loot. That's why I'm not answering that guy, because all that guy's saying is that the demon's not OP, and that fucking survivors win more games than the demon, which is not true. Not true in the slightest. Like I said, it's a 1-to-5 ratio, and it doesn't make any fucking sense. Okay, well, you know what? I gotta get back to playing a game here, because this is getting way too much now. People are coming in here saying that the demon's not, like, it's not OP and that the game is balanced fine. Like, you know what? Sure, dude. If that's how you see it, you don't want any improvements on the game, fine. Sure, dude. I mean, I'm not going to continue to play it because I don't enjoy playing, because every time I play it, I get pissed. So I don't enjoy playing it. I'm not going to continue playing it. Nobody can say shit that's going to force me into playing it. As the months go on for this, like the beginning of this next year, the numbers are going to show. Like, I'm telling you, it's probably going to get to the point where it's going to need to be revived by like Game Pass or like free-to-play services. Dude, it's going to get to like Friday the 13th, not where they get in legal trouble, but where like just nobody's playing it and there's no point of adding any more content. Like, I have the season 1 pass. Apparently the season 1's over. I don't know. Anyway, fucking okay, we got to stop talking about it, 'cause it's just too much now.